Yo guys, Aaron here, and I'll show you guys some gameplay of the new Undead Siege Nightmare mode. This is the hardest difficulty for Undead Siege. I want to show you guys some gameplay, give my first impressions of it. Now, as I'm currently recording this, it is about 45 minutes after the season has officially started and the Undead Siege mode has returned. The mode is broken, the matchmaking is completely broken. You cannot get into a game, you get errors every time you try to load into a game. I was lucky enough that as soon as Undead Siege went live, I actually hopped into a match right away, and I was able to get into one single match. But after my initial match, which is what you're seeing gameplay of right now, I was not able to get into another game. Hopefully they fix it soon, I don't know. Maybe by the time you're watching this, it's already fixed, but again, it's about 45 minutes after the season has started, and I cannot get into another match. But I was able to get into this one single match, so I can give you guys my first impressions on the mode, what I like about it, what I don't like. Also, some of the changes you can expect when you do hop into a game. So obviously the first thing you'll notice immediately is the new map. It's based on the Blackout map. It's pretty much the entire map. It's missing Nuketown Island, Estates, and Ghost Town. Those portions of the map are chopped off. But other than that, it's pretty much the whole map. This map does seem bigger than the other maps, I think. The other two Undead Siege maps that were just based on Isolated. Seems a little bit bigger, but I mean, they're pretty similar in size, I think. Of course, because the mode is a lot harder, zombies are stronger, they're more tankier. You do have more ways to upgrade, so you can obviously, there's more turret upgrades now, so there's a new level of turrets. You can get legendary turrets, more talent levels. Then of course there's now the pack-a-punch machine, so you can actually pack-a-punch your weapon a bunch of times. Again, I only played this one single match, so I can't give you full details on this obviously, but I was able to pack-a-punch at least 3 times with the option to pack-a-punch a 4th time. I don't know what the maximum is, probably 5, but I don't know for sure. But every time you do pack-a-punch, your damage increases by 50%, magazine capacity increases, and you have faster reload speed every time for that specific weapon you are pack-a-punching. It starts at 2,000 for the first pack-a-punch, and it increases by 2,000 every time for each pack-a-punch you want to do. So for me, the 4th one was 8,000. I'd imagine if there was a 5th one, it should be 10,000. The side missions now start on day 3, so there's an extra day of side missions. They've also added cranked zombies, and this is probably one of the things that makes this mode so difficult is the cranked zombies. For me, it started on night 2, about halfway through the night. It seems like the cranked zombies wave happens about halfway through each night, starting on night 2. But for night 2, what happened was I got a message on screen that said that cranked zombies or the cranked zombies wave was happening or whatever. And for night 2, what happened was the zombies got an increase to their movement speed. So all the zombies were sprinting as fast as they could. The warden was sprinting too. On night 3, halfway through the night again, got the same message, crank zombies were approaching or whatever. And this time, instead of the movement speed increase, the zombies actually got an increase to their damage. So they were destroying turrets a lot faster, just dealing more damage in general. And then on night 4, which you'll see, is that the crank zombies this time would actually slow down turrets, so they would slow down their fire rate and that kind of thing. So it definitely makes the mode a lot more difficult, having these crank zombies. I think the movement speed one was probably the worst one, but that was only on night 2, so it was manageable. They did also add the ray gun, tempest, and gravity vortex gun. I don't know how you get them exactly. I wasn't able to get them within the first 4 days. I did mystery box pulls, they didn't drop as a side mission reward. My guess is that's probably a day 5 reward. I'm assuming maybe by doing a side mission it could drop or something. I don't know, but wasn't able to get it within the first 4 days. They did add the ballistic ammunition to the warehouse, and they also added armor you can buy, but you can only buy the armor 1 time, so you have to make good use of it. But you can buy the ballistic ammunition, which I guess is specifically for the ray gun, tempest, and the gravity vortex gun. So once you do get it, you can keep buying ammo for it, which is nice. But overall, though, pretty happy with the mode. I did enjoy it for the one match I played. It was definitely a lot more difficult. My 2 biggest complaints about the mode are that 1, not enough vehicles. This was an issue with the hard mode, I think, too. But just add more helicopters. When there's supply crates that are spread out all across the map at different locations, having 1 helicopter just isn't enough. The other main issue I had is that I felt like for the first 3 days, there just wasn't enough turret parts to go around. They increased the difficulty, they added the extra tier of turrets. I felt like they need to scale up the amount of turret parts you can get. So whether that means increasing the amount of supply crates that spawn on the map, or just increasing the overall spawn rate of the turret parts when they kill zombies or destroy ether crystals, I don't know, but It felt pretty low to me. I felt like I was very underpowered going into like day 3 and day 4. But anyways, let me know in the comments below though, what do you guys think so far? If you were lucky enough to get into a match, what do you guys think of this new mode? Thanks for watching. Peace.